Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to review a little bit about the project Moonbeam and the insane potential that we have here, because this project is getting right now into the parachain of Polkadot. We are going to check the crypto project a little bit, and I will give you all my explanation and what I see as potential for investing right now on this project. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get the notifications. And without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, if you didn't saw this video, check it first. This is how to enter into Polkadot parachains. So after this review of Moonbeam, if you want to enter into this, you can check this video and you will have a step-by-step tutorial there. So I did a very extensive investigation about the potential of this into the parachain and if it's convenient or not to enter into the Moonbeam. This is one of the projects that is betting the first parachain of Polkadot right now. If you go to, let me go here to actions, parachains.info/auctions Polkadot, you will see the ones that are betting right now for the first parachain on Polkadot. And the two most big candidates are Acala and Moonbeam. Acala, I did a review of this project. If you didn't check it here. This is one solid project. And Moonbeam also is a very solid project. Well, Moonbeam has already an ICO that each token was sold at 25 cents. So that is something to remember for my analysis. The token is GLMR. We don't have a way to buy these tokens right now. So one way to get them is if you participate into the action of the project. So what is Moonbeam? Well, the future is multi-chain, they say, and that is where they focus. Expands to new chains powered by Moonbeam, an Ethereum compatible smart contract parachain on Polkadot. So the easiest way to path to multi-chain. They have minimal configuration changes, tools that you already use. So basically you can move your projects, the apps and everything from Ethereum into this net of Moonbeam, and it will be running in a parachain very soon. I really think that they are going to win one of the auctions. So you will be able to move from Ethereum into a fully Ethereum compatible environment on Polkadot. And this is big. Why is big? Well, the project is really solid and you can see all the partners here and projects that are building already in Moonbeam. The list here is amazing and it's very big. Many projects that are already working another layer 1 or 2 solutions that are moving into Moonbeam also. It will be ready to create and build on over this project, right? So what about the tokens? The tokens, like I said, we are in an auction right now. Going into detail of this, if you participate in this parachain auction, you will get 1 GLMR for one of your DOT tokens. So yeah, of course, if you put 10 DOT tokens here, you will say how much you will receive of each of these betting. So you will get 10 GLMR. But what about Moonbeam? Why is this important? Well, Moonbeam had this other Solidity smart contract on Kusama, which is Moonriver. They also participate in the Kusama parachain and they won one of the parachains there. They already launched it there. And I need to talk to you a little bit about Moonriver to see the potential and how much money you will be made here. Because Moonriver right now is at position 121. Each token has a price of $300 and almost $70. They have a peak of 420, 411 in September. The good thing about Moonriver is that the max supply is 10 million tokens only. I missed this train, now I regret, and you will see why I regret this. Please put your comments below if you are familiar with this Moonriver project and if you did anything about this project and also about Moonbeam. Well, Moonriver 10 million is the max supply, so it's less than the half of Bitcoin supply, so it's a very little amount of tokens around all the crypto space for this Moonriver token. And if you see a little bit of a historic snapshot here, at that point when Moonriver was winning the auction in June, each Kusama token was $300. This information is important when I show you how much money you will be making with Moonriver at that moment. So with one Kusama, which is $300 at that moment, in the auction of the parachain, you can see here, this is the Kusama parachain auctions. Moonriver won the second auction there, and you will get 14 MOBR tokens for one Kusama. So $300 at that point that you will be storing for 1 year into Kusama network. For this parachain auction, it will give you 14 tokens for Moonriver. Yeah, Moonriver is like the sister, like you have Polkadot with Kusama, you have Moonbeam with Moonriver. So it's the same analogy here. But this project is already launched in that parachain. So let's go into my analysis and I will explain everything. Before we continue with the video, remember that I am doing an amazing giveaway. I will be giving half of a Bitcoin to one winner and 5 Ethereum to 5 different winners. If you want to participate, it's super easy, just a couple of clicks, follow the link in the description. But remember that you need to be subscribed to the channel with the bell on to be considered. Before we see the Moonbeam potential, let's take a look at the Moonriver as an example. The max supply, like I said, 10 million tokens, which is very, very low. Right now it's ranked at 120, the current price is 386, already changed a little bit, but let's keep this data. They won the auction number 2 in Kusama. This was the 20th of June. The auction from the 20th of June, 27th of June. So they won that auction. At that moment, the 20th of June, the price of Kusama was 301. And you will receive exactly 14.5677 MOBR tokens per one Kusama. And you will hold that on the auction. The Kusama, you need to know that you will hold the tokens for the releasing agreement for 1 year, but for Polkadot is 2 years. So you can see how this is amazing. With your $3,000 held in lock for Kusama, that you put 10 Kusama tokens for these 145 tokens of MOBR tokens. At the price of the all-time high, that will be worth $70,000. Which is an amazing, a very, very big opportunity, only after 3 months. Well, but that is not completely true, because at the time of when you enter into the auction, you only will receive the 30% of the reward will be distributed immediately upon successful launch and transfers being enabled, and the 70% of the reward pool will vest over the leasing duration, which is for Kusama 1 year. So from your 145.67 tokens, you will get immediately after the parachain win and everything, 30%. So for that means that you will get 43.7 tokens. That you will just be able to sell at the all-time high that happens. So that will give you $20,960. With your 3,000 lock up for 1 year, so you leave 10 Kusama for 1 year. After 3 months, you will sell the 30% that you receive of your moved tokens, and you will get $20,000. So immediately you can spend at that moment, 3 months later, Kusama was at $400, so not much difference actually. You will spend $4,000 of this to recover your Kusama at that moment. Doesn't mean that your 10 Kusama is lost forever. I mean, you will get it 1 year after. But in order to get back your investment quickly, you will sell 4,000 of these 20,000. So you will get your Kusama back, your investment back, and you will be already earned $16,000. and you will have your 10 Kusama to recover in 1 year, and you will have 100 MOBR tokens that you will be distributed during the year. So that is the complete situation about Moonriver and what happened. So you have your 10 Kusama blocked until June 2021. And right now the price of Kusama is 456, so it was increasing actually. Even if you have that lockup for Kusama case, your 10 Kusama now, instead of worth $3,000, worth $4,560. So it will be returning great if you invest in Moonriver. So now that we see what happened with Kusama and the sister coin of Moonbeam, Moonriver, this was an amazing investment if you did it. I of course lost the train of this, I was not paying attention to that. But let's see Moonbeam how it's now. And now I'm going to tell you, I will not enter into this because the title of this video, The Insane Potential, has been reduced after my analysis into zero potential. And I will explain why. So the max supply of Moonbeam tokens, which are ShiLMR, is 1 billion tokens. So this has changed a lot of things regarding speculation. The other max supply was 10 million. We have now 1 billion. So 1 billion tokens. They sold in the ICO 100 million tokens at 0.25. And in the current auction of Moonbeam, you can see here, you will get for 1 DOT token, for 1 token of Polkadot, 1 ShiLMR. So it's 1 to 1 the relationship that you will get. So in order to put you in context, another coins with the same max supply, the 1 billion tokens, are Uniswap, which is at $26, but has a market cap of 16.7 billion, rank position 15. We have Link also with a similar market cap and $34. You need to understand that the difference in the price is because the circulation supply, that is a way you calculate the price of the token, the market cap and with the circulation supply. So even if they have the max supply is the same, the price it will depend of the market cap and the circulating supply. Two tokens with the same market cap and the same max supply, if they have different circulation supply, the price will be different. Then we have Theta, we have 0x, Ontology at position 100. And these ones are the ones that I want to compare because Moonriver is ranking 120 and it's like the Kusama of Polkadot. So if I speculate, I think that Moonbeam will enter into the top 100 coins quickly after the parachain auction wins. So after they launch, I could see Moonbeam token in the rank position 100. So I am speculating that this token it will go to rank 100. It could go lower in the rank, it could be a position 70 or I don't know 30. I don't think they will have this capitalization very quickly, but position 100, which is $1.2 billion, I think it's an achievable goal after the launch. Of course, it's my speculation, but because the sister of Kusama, Moonriver, is in rank 120, I think we will be above that. That means that I am using the 100 position of my speculative position a little bit after the launch. So the price will depend on the circulation supply, of course, but I can estimate that with a market cap of 1.2 billion, and if they distributed 30% of the total supply on the launch of the amount of tokens that they will be launching, I think one ShiLMR token, it will go to $1.5 quickly. So if we have 1.2 billions, it will be around 100, and OX has 1.3 of price. I think 1.5, it could be a position 100 with the same market cap of 1.2, even if the circulation supply is something that we don't know. Of course, because of the circulation supply, this could really change. If not, that is a fixed math that you do. But because of the seed funding and other stuff of the distribution of the token that you can check here, for example, here in Moonbeam Foundation you have all the information how all the tokens will be distributed over time and now in the seed fund and stuff. So I think many of the tokens will be in circulation very quickly. So maybe half of the total supply. So I think for that, so if you put your 10 DOT tokens of Polkadot, will give you 3.33 GLMR on launching. This is at 30%, because your total amount it will be 10 tokens of GLMR because it's 1 for 1. This at launching, if with my price prediction here of 1.5, you will get $5. So you put 10 DOT and on launching you will get $5 of value, probably around that. Even if I am totally wrong and this is $3, you will get $10 here. So even if I am wrong for 100% of the price, you will have $10. So you can see the relationship here. The total value of your 10 GLMR, it will be $15 on my speculation here. And the 70% of that, of those tokens, I mean 6.66 tokens only, of course, you will get it over 2-year period after the parachain wane. So you will be locking 10 DOT, which worth $120. This is the final sentence. For earning $5 on the launch and get 6.66 GLMR tokens rewards over 2 years. So I think if you do this will be the worst investment of your lifetime. Don't let me wrong. I think Moonbeam tokens, it will do it great. They have a very nice team, support, partners and everything. But I don't see how this token could go quickly and be like Uniswap or Link after all the work this project has been done. Even Theta, I don't see this token at position 31 very quickly, not for sure. So telling that, I don't know, the price prediction for this is very low. You should be very confident on this project to lock your DOT for 2 years just for earning this amount. The relationship between the money that you put in lock and the money that you could earn here, even if my speculative price prediction here is very low. It wasn't like that when you enter into Moonbeam because of the max supply and the market capitalization that we discussed before. But here I don't see any way that this investment it could be good. I think they should give you for 1 DOT at least 10 GLMR or 100 GLMR tokens. That will be a little more sensitive for this. So this is the definition of what I think a bad investment. Let me please tell me in the comments if you see something that I didn't see in this analysis. Maybe you are a Moonbeam holder, or you are a Moonbeam speculative person regarding the auction. Let me know in the comments if I am missing some information and information that will invalidate my speculative prediction here. If not, I think this is not a good idea to enter into the action of Moonbeam, because you basically are wasting your DOT power of buy. Probably you will earn more just holding those 10 DOT into a staking for 2 years. So that will be all for the video, guys. Not always I will show you the best investments. Sometimes these videos are okay because there are many pump and too much hype around the auctions, and you need to do your own research to see if this is a good opportunity or not. Well guys, that is all for the video. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get the notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.